Okay, we are live and I am simulcasting. So let me fix this real quick. Yeah, I'm trying to simulcast. So bear with me. I have a camera up here, and all you people on Instagram up here, I have a camera right over there. So, so we're gonna go live, and we're gonna talk about 2.5 since it's 2.5 Tuesday. This is actually week 21 of 2.5 Tuesday live. Thank you all for joining me. And yeah, so this is if you don't know about my YouTube channel, for all you on Instagram, for all you watching on YouTube, I apologize. Positively Progressing on YouTube, and we do one of these live sessions every week. I'm gonna try to simulcast and see if I can actually pull this off. If I can, awesome. If not, that's okay too. It'll be fun. So today I got a question from, let me just get this right. So I got a question from North Dakota Noxon, one of the guys on Instagram following me. I'm pretty sure it's a guy, maybe a woman. Apologize. So he wrote, "How do you incorporate these 2.5s in practice without making it sound just like we're repeating a lick note for note?" It's an awesome question, and um, and we're going to go over that today. So what I thought might be cool, and what I told the YouTube followers last week, is we're going to create a line. We are all going to work on a line, and if you have your horn, great. If you don't, or your piano, guitar, whatever you're playing, it's all good. But if you want to be interactive with this and make choices on where this line goes, um, it'd be really cool if you want to chime in there. If you're on Instagram, just put it in the question box or a comment, and hopefully I'll be able to see it. I don't think there's been any comments yet. If you put it in the question box, I'll definitely see it. If you're on YouTube, feel free to put it in the chat, and we'll go from there. All right. So what I was thinking today is we're going to use a skeleton, meaning we're gonna start with some voice leading. So if you think about what 2.5 we're going to use a 2.5 in G. All right. Let's say a 2.5 in F concert. Buenas noches. Yeah. Good night. Good evening. Good evening. Right. I don't speak much Spanish, so apologize. But how you doing? Rogerio. Hopefully I said your name right. And yeah, so anyways, we're going to be doing so a 2.5 in F concert is G minor 7 to C7 to F major 7. And so the notes I decided to pick to make the skeleton is going to be the 5. So we're going to start on the 5, which is D concert, and then we're going to go down a half step to either, you could think D flat or C sharp, and that's going to be the flat 9 of C7. And then we're going to go down another half step to C, which is the 5 of F. So it sounds like this. So this is a short 2.5. Remember, 2 beats each. So we're going to go 2 beats of G minor 7, 2 beats of C7, and then 4 beats of F major. So it goes like this here. This is what it's going to sound like. Again, 1, 2, 3. So real simple. So now we're going to build out the line from there. And this is going to answer North Dakota, what was his name? Let me say it again. North Dakota Noxon. This is going to answer his question by the time we get to the end of it. So hopefully he either sees this or joins or both is on right now. I don't know if you're on, leave a comment. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a line off of those 3 skeleton notes. So it's got nice voice leading already. Let's see. Thanks for doing. Wow, Mozambique, very cool, very cool. Someone on Instagram watching from Mozambique. That is amazing. I am floored by that. Thank you for tuning in. That is so cool. I wish I could do a little heart to you, man, or you person. I'm sorry, I missed the name. Anyway, so here we go. Oh, is that my cousin on there? No, I thought it was my cousin. Okay, I'll try to stay focused. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Instagram feed. All right, so we already have good voice leading. We're going down by half steps, which is super nice voice leading. So now let's pick another note. Let's pick a common tone. How about that? So I'm going to pick I'm going to pick the common tone of B flat, right? So B flat is the third of G minor, right? And B flat is the seventh of C7. B flat is not a great note for F, but that's okay because we can resolve it to A, which is the third of F. So now let's add that in. So if we go 1, 2, and we play all quarter notes, so we'll just play all quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. Right. So and if I played that again, that would be the fourth, which again wouldn't sound, it would sound unresolved. So maybe we do something like this. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So I'm just resolving that. And hopefully the sound's okay on Instagram. I always check the sound on YouTube, but if it's not, or if you can't hear me, or if it's distorting or whatever, let me know. I'll play quieter or do whatever. All right, we have a question on the question box here. Or no, we don't. I guess we don't. Oh yeah, we said. Okay, what are the notes slash chords? So this is going to be over F major 2 5. So we're doing G minor 7, C7, and then we're going to F major. We're starting on the fifth of G minor, so we're starting on D, then we're going down a half step to D flat, and then we're resolving to F on C. Those are the chords. I think yeah, just put that up there. That question is answered. Let's see if there's any other questions. All right, we will get to that question, Gail Carr. We'll get to that question. That's a lengthy answer, but let's get into this. So now we have that. Now we have a little bit more of the skeleton. So 1, 2, 3. Right. So do we want to add more? Do we want to add more to that? Well, sure, we can. It sounds pretty already, so you don't have to necessarily add more, but you want to make it your own. So maybe we're okay with adding with that amount, and maybe we want to add a little bit. This is going back to North Dakota Noxon's question. How do you make this your own? Well, you can go anywhere you want with these. We could literally just make a triad over this. We could go right. That's just a G minor triad. That's if we want to do that in eighth notes, right? And I could keep those same notes and just change the one note on the bottom, the D flat. And then I could do the same thing. That kind of sounds like a little like a little church like or gospel-y. But hey Tracy, nice to see you. Instagram today. So that is one way to make it your own. You can just use the triad, what I just did. Right? And that's already a really pretty line. You know, you don't have to go much further than that. So that's how you make it your own instead of just practicing these notes or these lines like lick for lick or note for note. You want to try to create something different. And maybe, hey Taylor, nice to see you, or nice to see you on the feed. So it all depends. It all depends on how do you want to actually make these lines and make them your own. So do you want to add a beginning to it, right? So if this is what we have so far, right? So that's just our skeleton. Maybe we want to do like a lead into that, right? So maybe we go up by down by a scale degree and then into it. Right? So that's something a little different. So we want to find where the skeleton of these lines are, and all of my lines that you're going to find on either my YouTube channel, which if you're just joining, I have a YouTube simulcast going with Instagram. So I'm bouncing all over the place. So if I if I don't make sense today, I have an excuse because I've never done this before, both together. So oh my goodness, I hope that didn't cut off. Oh my gosh, did that cut off? So I guess I hit my limit on Instagram. Hopefully that's still going. If not, I apologize. think my thing's going crazy. Anyways, so let's see if there's any other questions. I think someone asked the question, are counterpoints still relevant? What do you mean by that, Andre? Are counterpoints still relevant? Do you mean, yeah, yeah, explain that to me if you don't mind. Okay, so I think we had another question in here. We're gonna get to that question, I promise. And if you have anyone else has any questions, put it in the chat on YouTube or put it in the question box up in the there's no sound. Ah, darn it. Okay. Sound back? Sound? We have audio? Okay. Is there audio? Give me a thumbs up maybe. Yeah, okay, I got a little heart in there. Okay. I'm sorry. This is first go, maiden voyage. All right, here we go. Um, so making these lines, this is me making these lines yours. All right, making these lines yours. We're still in that. So I gave you one, I gave you one example of this, right? I'm gonna go down an octave now. Right? Um, and that's just a very basic off of the basic the basic skeleton melody that we made, which was this, right? Just walking it down. And that's your like I said, you've already got built-in voice leading, so we'll go from there. But what if we want to change that up some more? Like I said, we did the triad thing. Right? That was just a little different ending. So explore these, and I think I was saying before, and before that cut out, all the lines that I've created, or most of them, I can't say all of them for sure, but most of the lines you're going to find on my channel or on Instagram, they're going to have some kind of voice leading element to it. And if you find that, like, let's say there's a line you really like, if you find that voice leading element to it, change whatever you want from that line and make it your own. And this, like I said before, this is all stemming from a question from one of the followers, which is I love questions. I love trying to break this stuff down and try to explain it. My brain definitely works differently than other people's brains, and hopefully I can explain it to you where you can explain it. And if you can't, then I'll try to find an analogy or something clever to come up with that you can totally dig into and understand. Um, so that's the line we've created, and that doesn't have to stop there. You could pretty much go anywhere with it. Um, like I said, you can add some stuff to the beginning, maybe add some stuff to the end. So if you like the what you have so far, which is this line, right? Maybe we add something to the end. I just did this. Right, so that one I'm just doing. I'm landing on that B flat concert, going down to the G concert, and then chromatically up until I hit the third of F. Right. Pretty classic, like Bebop Parker thing. But maybe we want to change that. Maybe we want to do something different at the end. Remember, this is the G minor triad right here. And then I'm just doing the next half step down with the same top note. So the same 1 and 3 from the G minor triad. And maybe I want to do this. And then go. So not like necessarily like a bebop type of ending. Maybe I want to do this at the end. Right? Whatever you want to add at the ending, it's and get rhythmic with it, right? So if I'm here, 1 2 a 1 2, yeah. All right, so that one I made it a long 2/5 versus a short 2/5. If I want to go faster with the short 2/5, 1 2, right? So I made it a short 2/5. So what I'm saying here is there's so many different things you can do with 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 lines that are either you transcribe from somebody, you get from my page, you get from person X, Steve Cortica comes to mind, Chad LB, any of your favorite heroes, Dexter Gordon, any of the people behind me. Who else is back here? Miles, Sonny Rollins, Walter Smith III, all those amazing, amazing people. Um, all right, so here we go. So let's go. No, Nolan Foster has another question here. How do you find the clips musicians for two fives of the day? So most of them are mine. I've written them all, and some of them I think I used two John Ellis ones, so I can't say I've written them all. John Ellis, I transcribed two of them from John Ellis. I'm going to do a Legends week where it's all transcribed two fives. That's coming up in the future. Right now we have Diatonic week, but honestly, the other people that and all of you that's on this live stream, if you want to send me your two fives, I will love to feature any of you that want to send me a two five. I'm gladly taking two fives. So the people that you see that aren't me are either friends of mine or they're followers on Instagram or subscribers on YouTube that are just sending me lines that I transcribe or they have transcribed for me. Grace Fox in the house. Check out her new album. Amazing. Very great album. Check her out. Follow her. She's awesome. Um, and so yeah, so I will take any instrument. Doesn't matter. Grace Fox, you want to send me a 2.5? You're definitely getting featured. Anybody, I would take. It's all good. It's literally, it's just to share with the community different voices, different lines. All type. I think this is an amazing type of platform to be sharing these ideas with people. So Nolan, if you want to send me a 2.5, send me a 2.5. I'll feature you. I love hearing what different people come up with, how people process this language differently and come up with some amazing stuff. Now I don't want to ignore all the questions, and I think we're done writing our 2.5, but there is a question from Gail. And I hope I'm saying that name, Gail Carr. How do I start studying jazz? Okay, let me put my horn down. Not that I'm going to get all serious on you all, but so how do you start studying jazz? I think it starts with listening. I think it all starts with listening to jazz. It starts with listening to your favorite musicians. Maybe it's not even someone that plays the same instrument as you. Maybe you don't even play an instrument yet. Maybe you just like to sing. I'm not sure what instrument you play, but it's okay if you don't play an instrument yet. But I do think the start of studying of this music, this wonderful, wonderful music, Black American music, jazz, whatever you would like to call it, is starts with listening. Really starts, go back to some of the early pioneers. Start listening to whatever you like to listen to. I love listening to singers. I love listening to old singers. I listen to Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, Billie Holiday. I listen to them a lot with my daughter, actually, and she really just loves listening to that. So it makes me go back and listen to it and really enjoy it. You could probably see some albums behind me. I could pull some of my albums off of that shelf. Actually, they're CDs. I'm not sure if any of you listen to CDs anymore. I have this Walter Smith uh, Twio album. That's probably my favorite album. From a modern player. Him and John Ellis are two of my big heroes. So, listening, it's amazing what you can get from just listening and just, you know, fully like embracing all this stuff around you all the time. Sorry, I'm yammering. What do you do next other than listen? Well, try to play along with those albums, right? Hi from Korea. Wow, Mozambique and Korea. This is so cool. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us. Um, so and then play you could play along with the albums. Try to sound like the albums. Try to transcribe some of the things you like, maybe just start with melodies. Stephanie, what's up? I know that's you, Weezer. um, so yeah, I mean, you can start with that. Start playing along. Start trying to emulate some of your favorite people. And that's really where the studying begins. The theory stuff that I talk about. JW, I know you trombone, right? Yes. Yeah, I know, man. Much love. You are awesome. You've been a great fan, and I really appreciate it. I want to get a 2.5 from you, man. So send one in. Um, Memphis check in right on. Oh, trumpet. My bad. My bad. My bad. I knew it was brass instrument. Same thing to horn players. Now I'm kidding. I should have known that. My bad. Yeah, trumpet. I'll take a trumpet. 252, man. Um, so the theory stuff that I do, like breaking down lines and writing lines. Now, writing lines is different than just breaking it down and talking about the theory element. There's two sides of things, right? You can study theory, right? You can study theory, and that's fine. But there's also a whole nother side of studying and using your ear, learning from your ear, emulating things, like picking up on the small nuance type of things that are really, really important in this music, right? Picking up on those small, on those, like I said, those nuanced things that you're not going to know from just studying theory. So you can know what a flat nine is on on an F sharp 7, right? That's G, right? Um, but that doesn't mean that you can name all those things off like rapid fast. Like I can name those things off, but I'm still very much a student of this music, a student of this tradition. Really, it's a tradition, and so I think there's that type of studying, like the theory side, but then there's also the hearing it side. Like when I played that line, a lot of people that might be on here could hear like, oh, he's playing a flat nine on the even though I didn't give context to it, he's playing that flat nine on the 5 chord. Like I hear that flat nine. And when you start listening to enough of this music, you start hearing these different colors, right? Because they are colors, and as these colors start getting ingrained into your ear, into your playing, you're really not necessarily thinking about theory. You're not. That's not necessarily how we study it. So I hope that helps, Gail. I hope I'm saying your name right as well. If anybody else has any questions, I mean, we're rolling here, so that's cool. Um, and if not, I will try to simulcast next week again, because this was fun. I mean, I'm not like attention deficit, even though I could be, but I'm literally trying to just look at two cameras. And this is the closest I can get the cameras. They are literally, I don't know, 6 inches from each other. But anyways, I want to say thank you all for joining. If this is the first time on this, I have literally 20. I have 20 other 2-5 Tuesday live sessions on YouTube. Positively Progressing. That's my main channel. I have a lot of content up. This is my first time doing a Instagram live on Tuesday, but I'll keep it going if you guys like it. Plenty of people are asking questions, and hey, I'm having fun. So um, just thank you again. Let's see, what does it say? Play us out. Play us out. What should I play? You want me to play like a blues or something? I'll play a blues. Hey, Tracy. Thanks, man. All right, I'll play a little blues for you guys on the way out, and we'll use that line. How about I use that line? I'll play a slow blues so you can hear the line. I'll play a couple choruses, and I'll use that line right away. I'm going to use it in bar 4, going into bar 5. All right. All right. So you listen for it. Listen. Don't worry about the notes. Just listen. Just listen for it. Here we go. I'm just going to start it up and then grab my horn. Hopefully you can hear this. Okay. Ah. All right, that was the line. Oh, we have another question. Oh man. Uh we have one more question. If a chord in dominant 7, how about the line melodic? Okay, sir, how a lot outside? I think this question is all about, oh, excuse me. I think this question is all about playing outside. So, playing outside, right? You can do that in many different ways. You can do tritone substitutions. That's going to make it sound out, but it's not necessarily all the notes aren't out. You could just be a half step away. You can do what's called side slipping, right? So you can play, over a 2/5. You can make the first part of the 2/5 a half step higher and then go down. So it would sound something like this. If I had that same 2/5, so it sounds like this. Right? If I did something like that, but if I went up a half step, right? So you can do that. Um, and and yeah, so there's a lot of different ways. You can just take lines and literally just go up a half step and then resolve it properly. There's so many different ways to go outside. I totally forgot I was still on YouTube. I'm just talking to this camera. um, so yeah, I mean, let me see if I got any other questions in the box here. Thank you for all the people that are giving me compliments on my playing. I appreciate it. It's a work in progress, always a work in progress, but I appreciate the love and the support. Um, play a bossa nova. Oh my goodness, yeah, I would. Josh, thank you, man. Carmarilla. Oh, okay. I'll have to work on these tunes and people suggesting things. But I appreciate all the love and the support. How to play fast, fast, fast. So that's Chaga Bahia. How to play fast, fast, fast. All right. So how to play fast. Think slow. Think one beat. Think whole notes. That's the best I can give you right now because you know what? Playing fast is not in my bag of tricks. I top out at about 200 BPM and I get my ass kicked after that. So if you don't like that language, I apologize. But every once in a while, something like that will slip. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. It is getting, I don't know, it's not getting late here, but I'm sure it might be getting late other places. I don't think there's any other questions. And I do appreciate you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, IG. Thank you, everybody. I will see you next week. Same time, right around, this is what time? About 8 o'clock Pacific time, Pacific Standard. If I can get on a little early, I will. Got two kids, got to put them to sleep. So, anyways, thank you so much. Thank you so much. As always, it's a pleasure and much love. Don't forget. Don't forget. I'm gonna say it to both cameras. Always positive, always progressing. Later.